The story of Judas betraying Jesus can be found in the New Testament of the Bible, primarily in the four Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Judas Iscariot was one of Jesus' 12 disciples, chosen by Jesus to be part of his inner circle. He was entrusted with various responsibilities within the group. However, unbeknownst to the other disciples, Judas had his own motives. According to the Gospel accounts, Judas became disillusioned or dissatisfied with Jesus' ministry. In Matthew 26, it is mentioned that Judas went to the chief priests and made a deal with them. He agreed to betray Jesus in exchange for 30 pieces of silver. As the Passover festival approached, Jesus and his disciples gathered for the Last Supper. During the meal, Jesus revealed that one of his disciples would betray him. This revelation shocked the disciples, and each of them questioned if it could be them. Jesus indicated that it was the one who would dip his hand in the dish with him. Later that evening, in the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus went to pray. He took Peter, James, and John with him, but asked them to keep watch while he prayed. However, they fell asleep. Judas arrived at the garden, leading a crowd armed with swords and clubs, sent by the chief priests and elders. Judas approached Jesus and identified him with a kiss, which was a prearranged signal to identify Jesus among the disciples. This act of betrayal was a profound moment, as Judas used a gesture of friendship to hand Jesus over to his enemies. Jesus responded to Judas, saying, "Judas, would you betray the Son of Man with a kiss?" The arrest of Jesus followed the betrayal. He was taken to the high priest's house, where he faced a series of trials before the religious authorities and eventually sent before Pontius Pilate, who was the Roman governor of Judea. Realizing the gravity of his actions, Judas regretted his betrayal. According to the Gospel of Matthew, he returned the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, confessing, "I have sinned by betraying innocent blood." The religious leaders showed no remorse and refused to take the money back. Overwhelmed with guilt, Judas threw the money into the temple and then went out and took his own life. The story of Judas's betrayal serves as a significant event leading to Jesus' crucifixion. It underscores the role of free will, the fulfillment of prophecies, and the sacrificial nature of Jesus' mission.